Hi guys, hope you're doing well and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to do something very interesting and I have somebody that we are doing with. So I am going to be showing you how to make two different types of snacks using one recipe. Okay? So if you want a snack for breakfast, if you want a snack for afternoon tea, so you need to keep locked because we are going to do it together. I'm going to show you how we are going to do it. Two products, two snacks with one recipe. And today I have an amazing friend who has joined me. She loves tasting my snacks. And she's also the one who tastes most of my cakes because I happened to mention some time back that I'm working on a cookbook. And I like using her as my person to taste because she's not a baker. So I know she'll be a bit ruthless with her feedback. Because bakers, we tend to be kind with one another. Now the fact that she's not a baker, she'll be ruthless and she will not mind saying hinaka vibaya. So that's why I like her and she's very genuine. So welcome my guest. She's going to tell us who she is. Karibu sana.
Yay! Hi guys! I'm so glad to be here. My name is Judy Wavinya. Yeah, I can't wait to make this recipe. Yeah, with the best baker. You know, the best baker in 254, okay? Yeah, if you're not eating her cakes.
Why?
Well, makosa ni yako.
Why?
Yeah, she has the best cakes and snacks.
Thank you, thank you. Yes, our cookies are crunchy. If you want our cookies, reach me on my social media. Okay, so we are going to get started. We are going to be making cinnamon rolls. Have you done the cinnamon rolls? Have you eaten homemade cinnamon rolls? So you're going to try them today. But you've tasted homemade donuts.
Yes.
So I like my donuts because they don't have the smell of yeast. Most of the donuts out there, they have the smell of yeast.
Yeah, that's why I don't like.
Yeah, I also kind of avoid buying because of that. And also they don't have a lot of flesh inside.
Yeah.
I just have an issue with flesh inside.
Yeah, me too, even from mandazi I can't.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So we are going to be doing donuts and then cinnamon rolls. And we are going to be using one recipe. So we are going to make one dough and then we'll divide it into two. Half of it will make cinnamon rolls and the other half we are going to make donuts.
Oh wow.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm going to take you through what we are going to use. This is flour. This is just the normal flour. No, not raising flour.
Self-raising.
Not self-raising, yeah, thank you. Not self-raising, just the normal purpose flour.
Okay.
Because these are yeast products, so we are not going to use baking powder, we are going to use yeast. Oh. The raising agent we are going to use is yeast. And did you know guys that yeast is a living thing? We'll get there. So we are going to use flour. So the quantity of flour we are going to use 250 grams. You can double this recipe and it will still give you the same results. So this is 250 grams of flour at room temperature, but we are going to warm it later when we begin and I'll tell you why. We are going to use margarine or prestige. Some people use Blue Band. I don't like using Blue Band in baking. I prefer using margarine. Margarine is the recommended Blue Band in baking. So this is 125 grams.
Can someone use butter?
Yes, you can use butter. But now, butter doesn't have sugars, salt.
Yeah,
Salt. Butter is non-salted. So when you use butter, you add salt. But margarine has salt, so you don't need to add salt.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Then this is milk. You can use milk or water. So the quantity of the milk is 150 ml. Now, guys, I have done that recipe, the one I'm giving you half of it, because I don't want us to do a lot of snacks. Okay. So I'm going to give you the whole, like this is 75, but you can use 150. So whatever we are using is half of what I'm giving you. Okay. Yes. And then we are going to use egg. This is one egg. If you're doing double, you can use 2 or 3 eggs, depending on the size of the egg. And then this is sugar. We actually use very little sugar because we don't want to overfeed the yeast. When you overfeed the yeast, it might not raise well. Oh, yes, our dough might not raise well. Wow. So the quantity of the sugar is 60, but this one is 30 grams because we are doing half. Here is the yeast. This, without this, we will not be able to achieve. So this is yeast 6 grams. Okay? But you can use 12 grams. So I'll put for you the quantities of the ingredients. So what we are going to begin with, we are going to start by sieving our yeast. We have washed our hands. Okay, we will sieve our flour. So I'll give you that work.
Sava.
So we are going to sieve our flour. You know, I am very economical. every to the last.
We have measured, so
yes.
we need all of it.
We need all of it.
Yeah.
So we are going to sieve our flour. Why do we sieve our flour? To remove any particles and at the same time to just make sure it's well aerated. Thank you. So yeah, like that. You can put it there. And then so this is our flour. It's at room temperature. Yes. You can go with this one. We are going to warm our flour so that it's just warm, not hot, warm. So that when we start putting the yeast, you know, for a living being to survive, it needs food, warm, and then it needs food and water. Yeah. So the warm, that's why we are warming our flour. The food is the sugar and the flour basically, but mostly sugar. And then the water, because we are going to add the liquid, okay, the milk. So we need to make the environment conducive for our yeast to work. Okay. Yes. So she's going to the microwave to warm it. At the same time, you're going to also warm our milk. So our flour is back, and our milk is also warm. So what we are going to do, we are going to make a well at the center. Okay, we make a well, and then this well that we remain a little bit of flour at the center, and then we are going to pour in our milk. Okay, the warm milk, yes. Pour in the warm milk.
All of it.
Yes. Okay, and then we are going to pour our yeast. Okay, the same place where we've put it.
Yeah.
So we put our yeast. I hope you guys can see. And then our milk and our yeast. We can already see bubbles. Yeah. So that means our yeast is live. It's alive. It's active. Okay. If you know, sometimes we buy yeast and we put it in the house, we don't use it, and then like 6 months later or 1 year, you remember, oh, I have this and I need to make something. If you mix your yeast with the liquid and doesn't remove any bubbles, then you know your yeast is bad. It won't work. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes. So it's supposed to give you some bubbles, and then we are going to add in the sugar a little like that. Okay, and then we are going to stir. Okay, so we are going to stir like this to just mix all of it. And then now after we have mixed it like this, then we add the whole amount of sugar. We mix it, and then we add the margarine. Oh, remember we have our egg. We add our margarine, and I want you to rub in. You know what is to rub in? With your fingertips. So you mix the flour with the sugar using the fingertips, okay? Until all of it is fully mixed. So the flour is going to be a bit coarse after you're done, okay?
Let me wash my hands again.
Again. It's fine. So I want you to rub in on the sides. You rub in the flour.
On the sides?
Yes, without touching this liquid part, okay? Yes. So you rub in the margarine, all of it. Like this. Yes, like that. You feel the way it's warm?
It's such a good tip for someone who is using yeast. So ukishanini kidogo tu inaanza kubeki.
Yes, inaanza kutoa bubbles. Ama what I say?
Inaanza raise. Like I think it will take a shorter time with warm.
Than room temperature. Yeah. Yes. So I want you now to continue mixing until all the mixture is fully mixed. Okay.
Without touching the
No, touch now, because we've already mixed the whole margarine with the flour. So I want you to mix everything until it's full. Let me get the camera so that people can see what you're doing.
Okay.
I wash my hands first. Okay, and then I want us to beat this egg and add it.
Okay.
So break the egg and add it to your mixture and knead. Make sure you don't get eggshells.
Yeah. Sorry.
So with your hands.
Yeah. I continue.
Yes. So I want you to knead until it's a dough. It's a nice dough like for chapati.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you need some dusting? Do you need some flour?
No.
It's good, okay? So I want it to be like a ball. Yeah, so that we can leave it to proof.
Okay.
You know what is to proof?
Yes.
Yeah, so to proof is to
leave it to raise or something.
Yes, you leave it to raise.
Now you need some dusting.
You need some dusting?
Yeah.
I think I can put it now. Once she's done with making the dough, we are going to use a clean cloth. We are going to wet it and squeeze out all the water, and then we'll cover it. So you're supposed to cover your dough with a damp cloth, okay? And then we leave it in a bit warm place, especially now that it's cold. So what we'll do, we put the our oven to very little temperature so that it's warm, and then we put it inside. We give it a few minutes until it doubles in size. Yes. Is it okay?
Yeah,
that's okay.
It's okay.
Don't overdo. Yes. So we put it. So this is how our dough looks like. Okay. It looks small, but it will give us some good products. We don't want many. Yeah. And then we'll cover it like this. So I'll go put it in the oven for a few minutes because my oven is still warm. I have done some cakes in the morning. I'll give it a few minutes until it doubles in size. So see you in a few minutes after it's done. It's actually easy. So our dough is ready and it's doubled in size, almost doubled. So what we are going to do, remember we are dividing this into twos. So I want us to just cut. We didn't cut this a bit. So what I usually do after making the dough, I don't knead it. I just leave it. I don't need it again. People say you need it, but I realize when I need a lot, I don't know. I think it's just me, but I realize that my mini they take long to rise again. Yeah. Plus anyway, you still press when you're rolling. Yeah. So it's just like kneading. Yeah, but in school you are told to knead.
But it's good to come up with your own theories anyway.
Yes, yeah. It's not cast on stone. Yeah. So we cover that one. That one will be for the donuts.
I cover with this?
Yes, that's the one that's covered. Yeah. We'll cover that one, then you can return it so that it continues proofing. And then now we are going to roll this one. This is the one we are going to make with the cinnamon rolls. Is it recording?
Yes.
Okay. So we are going to roll this like a chapati, a very big chapati. Okay. Yes.
I remove this.
The demo has started shaking. It's not shaking.
No.
It's shaking a little bit. Okay. So we just roll this one. We are making very few cinnamon rolls. So you can double the recipe that I've given. The recipe.
Correct.
Thank you. I have a teacher here. Make sure it doesn't stick. She was quiet.
I'm just being
She's just being professional. So we are going to, I like rolling it into this shape is square or rectangle, so that it's easier for me to make the rolls. Okay. Yeah. So that's not too thin, but remember we are going to leave it to proof again for a while. So at this point we are going to smear margarine that have melted. So you just spread like this. Make sure every part in the batter, even the corners. Not too much so it doesn't flow over. Like that. And then we are going to sprinkle cinnamon powder. Remember it's cinnamon rolls, so it has to have cinnamon powder. I sip my drink. So this is our cinnamon generously. Okay. You have a question?
Yeah, I'm just wondering. Because I find cinnamon a bit tasty like in
pronounced. Yeah. So what you can do, you can spread it like this. Now if you feel like it might be too pronounced, you can do this with your clean hands so that it gets to every corner. But I don't think you really feel it that much. Yeah, and then at this point we are going to sprinkle our sugar. You can use brown sugar or you can use the normal sugar. Remember our cinnamon roll didn't have a lot of sugar? Remember that? Yeah, so we are going to add, not too much because we still add a syrup at the top. So we'll add a bit of sugar. we spread it again. Did you want to feel it?
Yeah.
I love the coarseness.
Oh, it's coarse. Yes.
It's ready, so we are going to roll.
Okay.
We are going to roll. So I want you to roll and make sure it's rolled equally. Yes.
Okay. Uniformly.
Yeah, uniform. Thank you.
You see, professional. Ingine, you will call me another day.
Yes. Okay. So once we do that, we are going to cut it into
small.
Yes, into small what?
Pieces.
Rolls or whatever. It's cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
So we are going to cut it into rolls. And because we want our cinnamon rolls to be small ones,
Mm-hmm.
you can make yours big one, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So we want ours to be small, eh?
Mm-hmm.
So we are going to cut it like
I
this.
saw another nini of cut.
That with a string.
Yeah.
Yes, it's easier. You cut with a string.
Yeah.
It's really
Like
nice. Very nice.
circle.
And yes.
Yeah.
You can use a string. But I don't have a string. Do you have a string?
No.
Okay. So our cinnamons will be small, but it's fine. I'm just showing you how you can. You can also research on other ways of cutting.
Yeah.
It doesn't. Remember, it's not cast on stone. Kitchen is all about creativity, and that's what makes your work unique. Okay.
Yeah.
So once we have our cinnamon rolls rolled like that, we are going to put them on. We are going to be using a baking tin, so you can use a baking sheet. We'll arrange them here. For example, this one that looks like it might start unwrapping, just tuck it in here.
Okay.
So I want us to put them a little bit, not too close, but with leaving a little bit space from each other so that they can move. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can arrange them inside as I take a video of you doing that.
Okay.
Wait for me. Okay. Okay. So we are going to wrap that with the same cloth.
We covered the
Okay.
the nini the other day.
Yeah. Okay. So we are going to cover with the same cloth. We allow it to proof. You can take it back to the oven.
Just like that
Yes.
is fine.
Yes. So I want you to roll these.
Mpaka zikuwe as thin as the cinnamon roll.
Not yes, a bit yes, but not too thin. Yes, slightly more than the cinnamon rolls. Make sure it doesn't stick. So this is the point where we have to be careful that they don't get so thick. I think now that's fine.
It's fine.
Am I too thick? Level the edges. Yeah, I feel like that's okay.
Okay.
So we are going to use this. Sorry. We are going to use this and this to make the dough, the donuts, and we'll be putting them here. So remember, our donuts are small, eh? So we'll cover these ones with another cloth so that they can start proofing before we finish.
Shikanisha kabisa kuna
Shikanisha vitu vyote. Hi, my friend.
I'm sorry.
We are going to give them 15 minutes, and then in the meantime we are going to be heating the oil because basically we are not going to use a lot of oil. Yeah, and then so we'll be back here after 15 minutes We fry them together and then we put the cinnamon rolls in the oven so that they'll be ready together. In the meantime, we are going to make the filling that we are going to pour on top of the cinnamon. So we make it using icing sugar and lemon juice.
Oh wow.
Yes, that's tangerine taste.
Wow.
See you in a few. So the cinnamon rolls are in the oven. So our videos, our donuts are done. Yeah, the donuts. Do you want to try without them?
Yeah. I can't wait. My God.
It's hot.
Not for who?
You don't try the one of these small.
Guy, my God.
It's hot. She can't do it. Yeah. How is it, guys? You touch on me, madam. You should take a
Really, really nice.
It's nice.
I'm just absorbing the, the flavor.
And you've not yet put the chocolate.
My God.
And you remember the amount of sugar we put?
So little.
Very little. So you can make your donuts bigger. Just double that recipe and then your donuts will be bigger. Show them the flesh inside. It's well aerated. It's not dense. It's not dense.
Don't even know.
Yeah, take another one. And be careful, that's hot oil. Show them at close range. So that's how inside it's really nice.
So nice. It's not, doesn't have a lot of flesh.
Yeah.
And so well cooked.
Yeah. And then the flesh is well, it's not dense. Haijashikana yani ile. You feel like it's going to give you a stomachache. You need to try those donuts. So I want us to garnish them with chocolate and sprinkles. Let's do this. In the meantime, let's make the filling, the sugar syrup that we are going to pour on top of the cinnamon rolls once they are out of the oven. Okay? So we are going to be using icing sugar and lemon juice. So let's first finya the lemon juice, then we'll be back. So we are back. Our donuts are ready. Our cinnamon rolls are almost ready. So what I want us to do, I want us to make the filling, the sugar syrup for the cinnamon rolls. We are going to pour them on top of the cinnamon when they are hot. When they're just out of the oven, we pour it on top. So this one has a sugar tangy taste. Okay. Because of the icing sugar and the lemon, yeah. Okay. So that's what I want us to mix. So this is lemon juice. We have squeezed it, and then we add no specific amount of icing sugar until it becomes thick like uji, like porridge. Yeah. So you can mix. And it uses, you don't squeeze a lot of lemon juice. Because you see the way that lemon juice was a lot, you have to use a lot of icing sugar. Yeah. Because it needs to be thick. Well, not too thick, but it should be thick in a nice way.
Like
that should be good.
With a fork.
Oh, because of the lumps. You can sieve your icing sugar so that you get rid of the lumps. Yeah, but it's not a problem. They will dissolve. And anyway, they are just like garnishing on top of the cinnamon roll, so it's not really a much of a problem. Do you want to taste?
Yeah. I want to taste everything. Why am I here?
Why are you here? How is that?
It's a bit sour.
So we add more icing sugar. Okay.
The lemon, it may overtake.
It's too much.
What do you think?
Yeah, well, I like it that way.
Or
But we can add.
just a little.
Okay, fine. I love it when it's tangy, but mix it to your taste. Remember, it's for home, for your family.
No,
So no. My icing sugar, I opened it a while ago and then I left it open. That's why it has a lot of lumps because it absorbs the moisture. So make sure you cover your icing sugar in an airtight container. Yeah.
So let me ask you, can you make icing sugar from the nini by
From sugar?
I don't know what is icing sugar.
Icing sugar, you buy it. I don't know how it's made. Let's see. Some of these questions are hard. How is it made? Confectioner's sugar.
It's bad.
So I think there's a sugar called confectioner's sugar
Okay.
that is ground. Well, you can tell us, guys, tell us how do you make icing sugar at home?
Because you see when you put nini in a grinder, the normal sugar.
Yes, it becomes like a.
It becomes very sweet.
Yes, but
and
it's also
very
not
white.
white. It doesn't become as white as this.
Oh.
It doesn't become as white as. I mean, I've tried because the recipe I was doing for cookies that I was trying to grind, it was white, yeah, but not as white.
Now that
It's
it's
fine.
say
I've
that
tried. It's tangy.
That's
Perfect.
nice.
So we put it aside, waiting for our cinnamon rolls to brown. They were just. Let me check if they've browned. Yes. So in the meantime, they are almost browning nicely. They need to get a very nice brown. So in the meantime, I want us to make the ganache that we are going to garnish. We are going to garnish our donuts. So this is whipped cream. So this is the whipping cream that I use, pristine. But I have not whipped it. It's still in liquid form. This is white chocolate and this is dark chocolate. And this is vermicelli sprinkles. Okay?
What?
Vermicelli.
Oh, vermicelli.
Yes. But then you know you can make this at home.
Really? How?
Yeah, with egg whites or something. Just go search on YouTube how to make vermicelli.
Oh.
Yeah, that's time I saw it's done using egg whites or something. Yes.
Oh, wow.
So we are going to microwave this. You can use microwave or you can use hot water bath to heat this. And then when it boils, we'll come add to the chocolate.
It boils.
Yes.
You need to heat it until it boils.
Yes.
Okay.
It will just take a little time before it boils.
Okay.
And then we put it, we add it to the chocolates, then we stir. Okay? So go microwave, and it will take very little time. So don't over,
Like how many?
like check after every 5 seconds.
It's that serious?
Yes. 5, not more than 10 seconds. Our cinnamon rolls are ready, so that's how they look like. They are brown. Yeah, and they are still hot. You can come and first put the syrup. You can stop it. First come. So what we
I think it's starting to thicken.
It's starting to thicken. Okay, let's work with this one first, like doesn't get cold. So remember, it's hot. Now this is what makes the cinnamon roll slap.
Okay.
This is what makes it, you know. Yeah. So we are going to pour it generously. To pour it generously, okay? So that every part of it you see the layers, so that the layers can absorb as they cool. They can absorb the syrup.
Okay.
Yes. So our syrup was a bit too much, so we'll stop it at that. Okay. So this is really, really, really good. Then we leave it to cool.
Okay.
So this is boiled. We add it here. I want you to stir.
Okay.
And then the other one we add here. It's melted. Make sure there are no lumps.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah.
Okay, so we are ready. So we take our donuts, because our donuts are small, they fit here. make our donuts. We are going to start with black, with the dark chocolate. So we dip.
Oh, we are dipping.
Yes, just like this.
Oh, I don't wash my hands.
Yes, come we do the thing. I love the excitement. So after that, we are going to sprinkle some with this. So I want you to garnish. Okay. So what we can do, because these ones look a bit long and our donuts are small, we can crush them a bit. Okay.
Okay.
So I want us to crush some of these so that they are bit. You can clean your hands. Crush the vermicelli so that they are not too long. We are going to put some chocolate here. Where is the dark one? This one? Or in fact, let's put that as the last. Your hands should not have water. Your hands have water, so that's why the pickles are sticking to your hands.
My God.
I forgot to tell you that.
Why?
Hold this for me before you go. Inamisha hivi. You can go with that.
With this now.
I come to get back to work.
You don't.
So I want you to do this. So I want us to just do some, lines on this.
Wow.
So do that on these ones. Finidia, madam. And be fast so that, yeah.
Don't do that designer.
The beauty of these things is having them as lines.
My friend, beauty lies in the eyes of the
Hold
beholder.
up. Alright, so these ones are done. So we can now sprinkle. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Before we go to the dark one? I'm scared this one is dry.
For the white one.
The dark one. Before we see.
It looks simple when the teacher is doing it until you are told. No,
You know the secret of this is you press this part so that it flows out easily.
Oh.
No, you are not pressing, you are just doing this. This is the way it looks.
Yeah. But even these are beautiful.
They are so pretty. Let me take a closer video of that. So our donuts are ready. These are the dark ones, the ones with dark chocolate. These are the ones with white chocolate. And these are our cinnamon rolls. So, are you ready to taste?
I'm ready. My saliva is heavy.
So, we are going to. Which one do you want to start with?
The white one.
The white one. Okay. This one you can just pick.
Yes.
This one is the one I want us to use because you have to separate it. Taste. Yeah. I want to taste too.
Guys, well, you can eat all of this in one sitting, I'm telling you. It's so yummy.
How is it?
So yummy. So well cooked.
And the
The
sugar?
sugar is
You can't even
just
imagine
perfect.
You can't even
Wow.
imagine it was that
It's
little.
amazing. It's amazing. I think to stay the dish.
I want you to taste the dark chocolate one. And then the cinnamon. You need some serviette?
Do I want to finish and then
Okay.
the black one.
Which I want to.
Mukasa,
Mm-hmm.
I'm recording.
Wow. My record. My God.
Thank you.
Let me tell you.
I want you to taste the cinnamon roll. I feel like the back camera is not as near as the front one, but anyway. Go on.
I remove
it's
the fork. The syrup.
Let's give me the here.
The syrup is so yummy.
Yeah, the syrup is the thing actually.
Wow.
So I want us to finalize.
It's perfect.
So how was how was your experience?
It was so nice. I can't even be like, wow. I'll have to add this to my snack collection. My family will be enjoying more of this. The things turned out really well. And Nancy, you're such a good teacher. Like, it comes out so naturally. I have learned so much. I can't even believe it. So thank you so much.
Which is
It
your
was so
favorite
much-
snack?
I think the cinnamon rolls.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I also really love snack.
I love them. Yeah.
Did you feel the taste of yeast?
There was
The
no yeast in
donuts?
it. There was no, it was there in the recipe, but in the mouth there was no taste of yeast.
Wow.
At all. And the donuts are really well cooked from the inside. You couldn't feel like that kinyama thing.
Yeah.
No. Yeah,
The
they were-
flesh
they were-
inside.
Yeah. It was so delicious and so well cooked. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming over. Thank you so much, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed today's recipe. I want to see you try and let me know in the comment section how it turned out.
Yeah.
Bye.
Please subscribe,
Subscribe,
Yeah.
like, share,
comment,
and comment.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye bye.